You ever read something so cruel, you keep hoping the words will rearrange themselves into mercy? That was me, staring at my phone, waiting for magic that would never come. Evelyn, I think it's better if you don't come to Clara's wedding. You'd ruin the atmosphere. We want everything perfect for her special day. Mom. Beat, my own mother, typing those words, hitting send like she was confirming a dinner reservation. That I remember setting the phone down on my desk at the Marine Research Center, my hands shaking so hard I almost spilled coffee on the coral growth charts. Outside my window, the Seattle sky was the same color as the water, gray, endless, indifferent. It matched me perfectly. Pause, 29 years old, and still the family disappointment, the daughter who chose coral reefs over corporate law, the one who wore field boots instead of stilettos, the one who never learned to smile for photographs the way my sister did, Clara, 3 years younger, infinitely shinier. She'd caught the dream man, tall, rich, charming. The kind of man who existed to make parents proud. Their wedding was set for a vineyard near Portland, 200 guests, an orchestra, the kind of budget that could fund my entire research team for a year, and I wasn't invited. Small laugh, bitter, correction. I was uninvited. That I found out I'd been removed from the family group chat when my cousin accidentally sent me a screenshot. There they were, gushing about napkin colors and imported flowers, not one word about me. Not one. That's when the door opened and Leo walked in, rain dripping from his hair, holding 2 coffees. He took one look at my face and froze. What happened? I didn't answer. Just handed him my phone. He read it, his jaw tightening. Your mother actually wrote this? Word for word, I said. He sat down, silent, waiting. And then the floodgates opened, quietly. I told him everything, how I'd grown up as the shadow beside the family's golden light, how Clara had been celebrated for existing while I had to fight to be noticed, every achievement I'd ever had, ignored. When I won a national science competition at 16, they missed the ceremony because Clara had a dance recital. When I graduated college, they forgot, too busy helping her move into her new apartment. When my research got published in an international journal, Dad said, "That's nice, honey," and went back to talking about Clara's promotion. Beat, every time she sneezed, they threw a parade. Leo reached across the desk and took my hand. You know, this says everything about them, not you, right? I wanted to believe him. God, I wanted to. But after 30 years of being second best, that belief was buried deep. Soft exhale. The worst part? I didn't even hate my sister. She wasn't cruel. Just, untouched by the gravity I lived under. Her world spun smoothly, perfectly, mine always tilted. Later that night, another message, this time from Clara. Mom told me she uninvited you. I'm sorry, Evie, but maybe it's for the best. The wedding's going to be really formal, and you know how you get awkward at those events. Awkward, that word landed like a slap. That night, Leo cooked dinner, garlic, wine, rain against the windows. His apartment felt like another planet. Warm. Alive. Full of books, laughter, plants that thrived on neglect. That I remember asking about his family. That he told me about his mother in Dublin who still calls every Sunday, his father who sends fish photos, his sisters who tease him endlessly. They all flew over for my graduation, he said, smiling. Cried through the whole thing. Pause, that kind of love felt fictional, and then he asked, carefully, have you thought about what I asked you last month? He meant his proposal. 4 weeks ago, he'd asked me to marry him, quietly, honestly. I told him I needed time. That night, with my family's rejection still burning in my chest, something inside me shifted. That I looked at him and said, yes. Soft laugh, he dropped a plate in the sink. Then he kissed me so hard I forgot every cruel word I'd ever read. When he pulled back, he whispered, "You're serious?" I'm saying yes. For the first time in my life, I wasn't trying to earn love. I was choosing it. Beat. A week later, I started planning, not a wedding like Clara's, no chandeliers, no press photos, just something real. Something that looked like us. That I called my cousin, the only one who ever understood. You're getting married, she squealed. Evelyn, that's incredible. When? 8 weeks after Clara's. Oh, that's delicious. I told her about the beach venue, a friend's family property on Whidbey Island. Sunset ceremony, bare feet in the sand, the ocean as our witness. She laughed. Your mother will hate it. Perfect, I said, beat. Then I called someone I'd admired my whole life, Dr. Patricia Hale, the marine biologist who'd inspired me to start this career. Evelyn, she said. What a surprise. I told her about the wedding, how I wanted it to celebrate our work, the people who dedicate their lives to saving the ocean. She paused, then said, let me make some calls. I didn't know what she meant, until the RSVP started rolling in: renowned scientists, documentary filmmakers, National Geographic photographers, all saying yes. Leo looked at the list, wide-eyed. Do you realize who these people are? They're friends, I said, but inside, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Scene, soft piano tone in background. 2 weeks before Clara's wedding, I ran into my father at a coffee shop. That he smiled, polite, distant. Busy with work, he asked. Always. I said that he didn't mention the wedding. Didn't mention the uninvitation. Didn't mention me. When he left, I didn't feel pain. Just release. Pause. Clara's big day came. Bethany sent me photos. The vineyard, the flowers, the picture-perfect smile. It's beautiful, Leo said, looking at my phone. It is, I admitted, and for the first time, I meant it, because while they toasted under chandeliers, I was on the sand, barefoot, building something real. 3 days later, Dr. Hale called. Evelyn, a documentary producer saw your research. They want to feature it. And they want to film your wedding, show how love and conservation intersect. Heartbeat sound. For a second, I couldn't breathe. After years of invisibility, the world was finally about to see me. Tell them yes, I whispered. Long pause. When the film crew arrived, they were small, 5 people, quiet, respectful. They walked the beach, the golden light spilling across the waves. This is perfect, their producer said softly. It's real. And that's when it hit me. I hadn't been erased. I'd just been hidden beneath the wrong light, beat. So when the cameras rolled on my wedding day, and the tide crept up the sand around our feet, I wasn't thinking about who wasn't there. I was thinking about the sea breeze, the laughter, the man beside me who saw me completely. Soft exhale. My mother wanted perfection, but I found peace, and in the end, peace is louder. Pause. Tell me, if the people who raised you can't see your worth, would you still go back to prove it, or would you finally walk toward the light that already sees you?